Austin, are we on baby watch yet, man?
Yeah, so what's today? Hold on, let me look at my calendar because I am gonna haven't announced it to anyone else, but we are 10 days away from having our big.
No way, bro.
Crazy,
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congrats,
Yeah,
dog.
yeah. So what's crazy though is, man, we've done everything because our baby right now is breach in Hannah's stomach right now, and she's like, she keeps turning this way and this way and this way, but she's not going down to where she needs to come out.
Yeah.
So we're like, we've done everything possible to freaking like make her turn, but spicy foods, they're different exercises, and she just does not want to turn. She's stubborn like her mom, but
They usually are.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we had a schedule for a C-section, so that's on the 27th. Or no, I think they moved it to the 28th. So yeah, as soon as I heard the date, I was like, yeah, I'm ready. Let's do it. Let's go.
How's your wife feeling right now?
So she's ready to pop, man. Like just she's ready to pop. Like she's tired of, just dealing with all the pain and stuff, because it's like now affecting her where like it's just a lot of weight down there where it's affecting her back. And she's a cosmetologist, so she's standing all day and has like minimal breaks. So just right when she gets home, she's just gassed and just like, it gets all emotional just because it's just getting to her now. But like she was smooth for like the last like 36, 37 weeks, but because she was pushing it, man. Like I was like, man, like working these like 8 to 10 hour days, and I'm doing the same too, but not as much as her. She's working like 5 jobs right now, I feel like, so
monster.
So as much as it's emotionally and physically like hurting her, I don't complain at all. I just, all right, come here, let me rub your feet.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Oh, you want some ice cream? Let's go get some.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome, bro.
They got superpowers, man. It's crazy. It's
crazy.
I know.
You'll
have an even more I know you already adore your wife, but you'll have an even more of just a fascination with everything she could do once that baby comes, brother.
Yeah, man. I know. Like, I'm so excited, and just to see like how we are as parents. I know we're gonna be phenomenal, but we have a lot of support to for this journey and stuff. But yeah, I'm just waiting to see how our relationship adapts to like this baby, and for the rest of our lives. So I've already adapted to her being my wife, and but the whole fiance phase, I was just, oh my god, like I was like, oh yeah, this is my girlfriend. Oh, I mean fiance,
right?
Blah blah blah. But I was just tired of saying that. I'm like, man, let's just get this rolling, bro. But
dude, thank you. Thank you so much for, I mean, with all you got going on, thanks for coming on here and talking for a while.
Oh, of course, man. I was stoked to even get the message to, hop on with y'all. So, you guys are doing amazing stuff on this podcast and stuff too. So just to be part of it is just very meaningful to me as well.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. I was just saying, yeah, go ahead, Dylan.
So for anybody who doesn't know, give us a recap of what your last 2 weeks has looked like, man.
Wait. Before we start there, I want Austin to give a little introduction of himself to anybody who isn't familiar with Jar Customs and a little bit of the history. But most importantly to me, like I'd love for you to give a brief talk about like where art started in your life, whether it was as a kid or later, kind of how that came up at all.
Yeah, I got you. Okay. So my name is Austin Torma. I go by Jar Customs on social media platforms in my business. So as a kid, right when I came out the womb, I feel like I've been just very artistic and creative. So, my mom has the first drawing that I've ever drew when I was 2 years old. That was a dinosaur with a big load of poop.
Some things never change.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, I was so into dinosaurs and sharks when I was at a young age, and just drawing, just, you give me a marker and like, it's just, my mom just described it like, yeah, this guy's 2 years old and he's drawing like figures of like what a dinosaur has, like the legs, the arms and the teeth, and, it's just very fine detailed stuff that, I've been doing since a young age. But, I've try to expand my craftsmanships, like with like, animation, paint, oh no, not painting, but drawing, um, all other arts and crafts that I've tried to do, like, since a young age. I've been just artistic ever since then. And that's just the gift I've always had. So I've utilized it the last couple of years with my business, and expanded a portfolio that, most, like a lot of people can see and reflect off of and catch inspiration from. So yeah, so I didn't take painting too serious when up until college, my second year in college, where I just took like the basic like course. And like, I, of course I was artistic, but doing all these courses of like painting, like really like reflected back to like my childhood, because like before that course I was just focused on sports, like football. I wanted to get to the next level, then the next level after that, get an education, blah blah. But then once I took that art course, I reflected back to the stages of when I was drawing that dinosaur, drawing that gift I've always had. Like, I wasn't always the smartest person in the room, or not the person who took school very seriously, but I always tried. I always give you 110% effort. But yeah, so once I started taking that course, I was like, man, just like, I want to get back into like art. I don't care if it's canvas, working on murals, shoes. And then once I started doing shoes and stuff, that's where it just took off. And it's just so unique, and the different just models and topics and you can just paint on is just crazy. So it's very creative, and I've taken advantage of that for like the last 7 years. And yeah, I still want to improve on that today.
What was it about, like, is so I know I've asked these guys this before. I think we talked about it a couple podcasts ago, but was there something about like painting or a feeling that you had, or not even just painting, but art in general, that like later on got you hooked? Like when you were in college, was it a feeling that you had that was like, okay, now I'm definitely going to be a painter, like this is what I'm doing? Or was it more of like a business opportunity that you seized? Was it the creative side of you that was like a feeling like, I can't not do this with my life? Or was it like okay, I'm good at this, like what I think I can turn it into a business, so let's try it out?
It's a little bit of both. Like, like once I was doing that painting course, I was like, oh man, just like it took me away from fucking statistics that I was taking. Oh, sorry for my language.
No, go ahead, bro. It doesn't it doesn't matter.
All right. I don't know if it's PG podcast, so my bad.
We on some topics, yeah, but swearing you're
Zach
good to
here
go.
is not PG.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think I gotta keep it, pull it down more towards our.
I was gonna say, I know we have all kids. I know Zach has probably one crawling around somewhere.
We don't talk about him.
Yeah, him. Oh, okay. Good
I mean them.
No, it's a little bit of both. Like, yeah, once I started painting, like just everything else just like I just escaped from reality, honestly. Like once I just start painting, it's just like, all right, I'm focused on this and this only. This is my main objective, to get this done and get creative. And then it took me away from like all the other courses I was taking, so it was very relaxing and stress free and all that. But yeah, for the business side, yeah, just like I said, I've always been so artistic, and I've always I've tried different occupations that like I wanted to pursue, and like I just wanted to be like sports medicine. I wanted to be in sports like regardless. So like sports medicine, like architect and all this stuff. But like once I like just figured out like the sciences, like I wasn't good at science. I was like, fuck that, I'm not taking all these science courses. I'm not good at biology already. So that's gonna take me a while to do. So, but yeah, no, just like once like what your interests are in and what you like truly are like passionate about and what you are good at, you just it comes around in full circle again. Like, like
Yep.
I'm back to like what I did when I was 2 years old, like doing it as my occupation and paying for the roof over my head and the groceries I get to put in the pantry and all that. So, but yeah, it was just once I started painting shoes and seeing like everyone's interest in it, like I was like, oh yeah, I'm not turning back on this now. Like I gotta just move forward and do the best I can, and be consistent, improve every shoe I do, because of course I'm gonna have different designs and all this and that, but I just want to improve on the way and keep creating as long as I can.
Now listen, I don't know what Austin does with his camera, but he ain't accurately capturing the situation, because I met this man in person for the first time after a few years of knowing him online. When I tell you, this dude shocked everybody in the room how large of a human he is. This dude, about 6'4",
what?
Built like a linebacker. There's pictures of me and him dapping up, making me look like an absolute pipsqueak.
Bro, you're like 4'3", bro. Everybody makes you look like a pipsqueak.
I kid you not. I kid you not. Everybody was shocked meeting Austin in person. Like,
yeah,
where the hell did this dude come from, man?
Everybody thought that you were Austin's new kid.
Oh man.
I hope you guys pull up a picture or something. But yeah, like Dylan's like 5'2" or something. No, I'm just kidding.
5'6" on a good day, man. 5'6" on a good day. Oh man.
Like him and Chris Repsy. The first response was just like, holy shit.
Yeah.
What did your mom feed you? Blah blah like this. But
oh man, too funny.
Did you guys meet at Dylan's like event? Is the first time you guys met?
Yeah. Well, yeah. So of course we've been talking online for the years, but he reached out to me like 3 times. 3 other times, like, hey man, I want you to come to this course. I think you'll like value everyone's time and blah blah, like this and that. And like then the second time came around, hey man, like blah blah, blah this and that. I was like, gosh, just go, like it's busy times right now, blah blah. And then finally I was like, all right, bro, I got you. Like my baby's coming around, I'm gonna be on baby duty for a long time.
Yeah.
Hey, Zach,
what's up?
You get an invite?
Yeah, I did actually.
Oh,
to Dylan's?
I'm the only one that didn't get one.
Oh man.
Hey, we're coming up soon, Sean. We're coming up soon to the next one, man.
I see how it is.
Now you were on your world tour last year when we had it, bro. Don't play with me like that.
I think the only reason why I got invited is because I'll bitch and moan at Dylan if I don't. So
oh man. I gotta keep the people on their toes, have special guest appearances at each one, man.
Oh yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
He just reached out to me and I was finally like, yeah, screw it, dude. I'll come. I got you, man. And then we met at the venue that he hosted it at, and oh my god, it was a blast. Like being in a room with all those people, and then of course like Dylan and his partners, like it was so fun, man. Like it's just the energy the whole time was great, and just watching everyone just transform their shoe from day 1 to day 3 was so cool. Like it's definitely something I'll always remember and be like thankful to be part of. So until the next time, bro.
Yeah, thanks for coming, dude. Before we dive into the serious stuff though, tell the people what your favorite Chicago food was.
Oh man. So I mean, of course the deep dish pizza was good, but the breaded steak. Oh my god.
The breaded steak sandwiches? Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Well, I was eating like a chicken sandwich one. I forget what the place is called, but Dylan was
Rico
like,
Benny's.
Dylan basically like hit the food on my hand, and like, what the hell? He's like, no, put that shit down. Come eat one of these breaded meat sandwiches. And I was like, what? And then holy shit, man, it was so good. I mean, that was like of course one of the reasons was like, I'm gonna go to this course and have a good time and meet all these amazing people. But I was like, man, I was looking forward to the food, man. That's like anywhere I travel. It's just that's my love language,
Gotta make sure the food's on point. Gotta make sure the food's on point.
Gotta feed this
yeah. Dude, that's how my family's always been too. Like we we'll go to new places, and so many times where we're going is just like the justification for it is whatever it has to be, but the real reason is just like to try new food. And like that's even actually every time I've gone to a new place, that's like been our first thought is like, where's the best food in this place? Because I mean, that's where most of the great memories happen. Like you'll go see the fucking, you know, Eiffel Tower or whatever, and it's amazing, and you're like off for a second, but like then you go eat some food, and kind of all those beautiful memories get solidified over like laughing and trying this fucking awesome meal, you know?
I was like you guys.
What do you mean, bro?
Sean, you get to travel everywhere, bro.
Yeah, but I don't try stuff, bro. I get the same stuff.
Come on, you're not a tryer? Really?
No.
You're basic.
I'm one of those people to where if I spend money on something and I like it, I'm gonna be mad because now I can't eat.
Oh, if you don't like it?
Oh,
like I don't like onions. I don't like tomatoes, which is basically in everything.
Man.
So
I was like that my entire childhood, and then I grew up, Sean.
Yeah, then he fucking grew up, Sean.
Me too.
Oh, man.
Me too. And then, you know, just you have to grow up sometimes.
I got jokes today, huh? Okay.
Get it, man.
Wait, so Sean, you just don't like the taste, or is it the texture of things that gets you?
It's both. Onions, I don't really like the taste. Like normally the stuff I don't like is like I had a bad experience when I was like younger to make me not like it. Like I used to love spaghetti, and then I think I got sick once, and I haven't eaten it since.
Oh man.
Yeah. So and then onions and tomatoes is part of that, bro. Like I remember going to the Rainforest Cafe when I was like 10. My parents took me. You know, I love pizza, even though tomato sauce, but I can't have chunky tomato sauce. Like if there's chunks of tomatoes in it, I can't eat it, which is why I can't enjoy deep dish pizzas from Chicago.
Man.
I literally peeled back all the cheese off the pizza and took off all the tomatoes and put the cheese back and then ate it.
Hey, Sean, you just got to close your eyes and just eat it, bro. Don't look at it.
Don't think about it.
You're not saying it's a texture thing. You're saying it's a mental thing.
No. If I taste or feel a tomato, bro, I'm spitting it out. I don't like pulp.
Oh man.
So it's like, yeah, bro, I miss out on a lot of stuff.
Bro, do you blend all of your meals? It sounds like you just don't like pulp, you don't like chunky tomatoes, you don't like onions. I'm like,
bro, I think you're chicken strips. What? Like I'm a chicken strip person, bro. Like it's either you can I'm dead serious. We can go to like Italy or Paris. If there's a Pizza Hut, bro, it's a wrap. I'll eat Pizza Hut pizza before I eat pizza from Italy itself. I'm weird, dog. Hey,
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
I love you, Sean.
You got a menu with 100 items. I'll go to Cheesecake Factory to get a chicken sandwich.
Man.
I fucking love Sean, honestly. I love that we can just give him shit for this too. I couldn't be more opposite. Like anytime I get a chance to try anything weird, like the weirdest thing on the menu, I'm like, yeah, let's fuck it. Let's go for it. Let's rip it.
Yeah.
Bro, oh my bad. Sorry, go ahead, Dylan.
No, you please, Austin. You're the guest.
Oh no, I was gonna say like, yeah, I used to be picky as hell. But I was like, yeah, my family and I just got Hawaiian food, right? Like, they had all these like all the Hawaiian food, like chicken katsu, like all these good stuff, But me, just give me the burger fries. I'm good. That's like one item they'll have like for those like picky kids. They always have it on the menu for everybody. Like that one little thing that, they're not gonna eat this and that, but let's just throw it on there just because we like it, So that was me. Like I was picky as hell too up until I was like 18. So but
the only thing that I can eat with like onions and tomatoes in it that I know is ceviche. Outside of that,
fire.
Interesting.
But it's only my wife's ceviche though. It's weird.
So you just, dude, maybe that's the key. Maybe you just need to have like a love relationship with the thing you hate.
It's like, 'cause I like sour stuff. Like that's like my thing. Like anything sour, lemonade, sour belts, and ceviche, all the lime. It kind of like masks the flavor.
Oh,
so I just like the hot sauce, bro. Like I don't know.
Bro, maybe Sean, maybe you just have such a refined palate that if food isn't perfectly balanced, you hate it.
I don't know, bro. If fried chicken and fries is equal to that, then I guess.
I'm just trying to help you out here, boss. I'm trying to spin it.
Yeah,
Which, Austin, you there?
I'm sorry, guys. just
Oh, you're good.
there's like this yard waste people or yard work going on. I don't want to have too much noise. That's why.
Oh no,
Okay.
you're good. So there are so many tangents I want to go off on, and so I'll start just because I told Dylan to shut the fuck up. I would love to talk about the
One more thing, non-serious.
Okay, go ahead. What?
Austin, give me your
What's up?
top three. Give me your top three favorite horror movies.
Oh man.
I know you're a
Shoot.
connoisseur, so let's hear them.
I am. It's funny. I'm doing a horror pair right now, so I'm like, oh dude, like it's just bring back memories. Okay. Like in order or
Top three, and don't piss me off.
He's fed up. Why is he so serious?
Is he froze for you guys?
Well, gotta go with
Yeah,
Halloween.
Okay.
Am I froze?
Now
You
we
are.
can hear you. Now you're good. Now you're good.
Okay, all right. My bad. So Halloween, of course, gotta go with
All right.
Michael Myers.
All right.
Damn it, Dylan. I wish I
Come on, man.
I know.
Don't say no boring ass Jason movie. Don't say no boring ass Jason movie.
Hold on.
Jeepers Creepers.
Jeepers Creepers was a good one.
That first
Damn
one is
it,
fire.
Dylan. There's so much.
Well, let's put the asterisk. Put the asterisk of these may or may not reign true 10 minutes from now. Like this isn't
evolving
rock
list.
solid. Yeah, exactly. Like what are the first two that come to mind that you're like fucking great movies?
Yeah. Come on.
Halloween, of course. I mean, I personally like the 2018 version over
All right.
like the original.
Ooh.
So
Ooh.
that no.
Mm.
And then I don't know. I'm pretty basic, man. Like I like Freddy Krueger and all that too. Like I'm just those two in general like are the ones that really like click in my head.
Which Freddy? The original? Are you talking part 2 where he's got the witch nose and he's the
Part two.
devil? Ooh.
Part two.
Part
Part
2's the
two.
best Freddy.
Sure.
Part 2's the
Part two.
best Freddy.
Yeah, I love that one. But then,
Talk
man,
about
the third
Halloween,
one,
man.
the third one, I have to. I mean, I've just watched so many.
Are you a haunted house guy? Are you a Scream guy?
More of like a haunted.
Conjuring?
No, I kind of. No,
It,
see,
bro,
the Conjuring. That's Pennywise. The
Ooh.
2017
the first one?
The
Oh, yeah,
first one,
17.
Mm,
Yeah, that was
so good.
like I
So
hated
good.
like, Pennywise when I was younger, but then as I got older and then that movie came around, I was like, oh bro, this shitted on the old version, Like,
So well made.
Oh my god.
So well made.
I watched
even the
Halloween
second-
Ends last night.
What'd you think?
Yeah.
Bro.
You weren't feeling it?
Okay. Well, I like the concept of having Corey kind of
Yep.
like snap.
Yep.
What I
Evil lives
didn't really
on.
like about that is the group of kids they picked to
Yeah,
ask them
the
to get
bullies.
Like that. Yeah,
Yeah,
like, it was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
bro, what? And then
Yeah.
obviously the biggest one was
That weren't they band geeks and they were supposedly
exactly,
bullies?
yes. Man, it was just like what?
Yeah.
And it was, and then the biggest one was them kind of turning Michael Myers into a bitch. Like
Listen,
how
I talked
you
to
let
Austin
this
about
dude
this.
walk into the
Listen.
tunnel
Yeah.
and still
Letting
that don't happen.
somebody ever letting Michael Myers look weak is the most unforgivable sin.
Like I saw that he literally just punked him for his chocolate milk.
Ah,
I was
man.
like, what is this?
But the ending and the score and seeing what they did to him, just man, oh, so good. But there's, like you said, some major misses in that movie, man.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I had to like rewatch it like 3 or 4 times. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't like it. I'm like, damn it, man. Like, just the fact that just getting tossed around like a rag doll like, after all these years of just slaughtering people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Corey wearing that mask in that junkyard scene, oof,
I mean, it was good. I liked it.
Ooh.
I enjoyed it for what it was.
Yeah.
Those are my only things I didn't like about it, though.
Yep, some gripes.
Zach
some
has no
gripes.
idea what we're talking
All right,
about.
we're losing Zach. So we'll bring it back in.
No. I'm letting you guys. I'll
No.
let you run your course.
Let us cook. Now, all right.
I'll let you cook. I'll let you
do
cook.
your important interview questions now, Zach.
Okay,
Let's make it all
right.
official.
Yeah.
Let's get to business.
Okay. All right, Jar. So, for people that don't know, you lost your account recently.
Yeah.
Okay. I want your take on, first of all, why you think it happened. And I don't know if you officially know, or like if you've been told why, or if you just have speculation behind it. But also, on I think it was the last episode, we were talking about the possible repercussions of it and how to advance forward with the understanding that this is going to happen. And I think everybody knows getting into customs, if you're going to do either teamwork or character work, that this is a possibility. But when it happens, then the whole community is kind of like, what the fuck, like, how could you do this?
Yeah.
And so I just want your emotions around it. I guess like a firsthand take on how you feel, whether you feel it's fair, and how you feel about the situation.
Okay, so yeah, I do know just what happens, and Instagram sent me an email that was saying, hey, Instagram has removed your content. And I was like, okay. So, but sometimes I get those emails in my spam or my junk, and it's just like, okay, and then I go back and it's still there. So I'm like, okay. And then so I go on Instagram, and yeah, it's removed. And then I got 2 other emails that was stating the same regards, but it was like this Florida State pair I did, and what happened was just like, yeah, your post got reported for copyright and trademarks infringements. So this is why we took it down, and if this is repetitive, and then this can lead to this. So of course I went back to the Instagram, and I saw the 3 posts removed. So I went back and I just removed the other 3 other posts that I had, because if you guys know my profile, I just have 3 posts of each thing that I do, just to show different angles and shots of the shoes.
Lame.
Lame? What do you mean?
Just busting your chops, man.
I was like, you do the same shit.
Ooh, you there?
Yeah, so I went and deleted that. I just get this big old message that popped on my screen, like, oh, you're for the next 30 to 60 days.
Wait.
Say that again. Say that again. You froze.
Yeah.
My bad.
No, that's good. Yeah. I think it froze like about 10 seconds ago. I don't know sure how you started that thought.
Okay. So Thursday was fine, and then Friday came around, and I just get this big message that's on the Instagram feed. It just says your account has been suspended for the next 30 to 60 days. And then I was just shocked, like, what the it was good night, and I was like, what do you mean? And like, of course it logged me out, and then I just learned more, like, yeah, this is what's gonna happen. You could follow these forms and do that, but Instagram doesn't help like with that shit. So yeah, I logged out and I tried logging back in, and nothing was there. Like I had like my post feed wasn't refreshing. They had like the 80,000 like followers that I had, and then like it just was not refreshing. And I was like, what the hell? Like, what can I do about this? And because I have like, I have clientele like that's on that like profile, and luckily like I have everything written down too, so so I don't lose track of all that, because this is the last thing I wanted to happen. But yeah, it was just crazy. Like, I mean, I get the point. Like, of course, like, yeah, copyright. This, you're not supposed to do it, and I know the risks of it, but I just didn't. Like, I had no clue that was going to lead to this point. Like, just like, damn. And then the part that sucked about it was, so that account was disabled, and then I tried to create a new account because I texted Dylan. I was like, hey man, just like heads up, this happened to me, and then I'm gonna create a new account just to have everything situated once this happens. So what's crazy, I created this account, and then I went to try to post something, and then it like said my account was suspended again. And I was like, what the hell? So I was like, okay, well, if that didn't work, then I'm gonna try a different thing. Another dark custom thing, and then it was suspended again. And it was just like I created like 4 different accounts where like it had like Jar Customs involved or shoes by Austin. I even did that. And then it just dropped again. It's suspended. So I don't know if my name was flagged, the name Jar was flagged, the logo, but something was not going right. So it was very discouraging, and it sucked because I was like, what the hell? Like I'm supposed to be consistent and like have this clientele and, you know, get back to these people and stuff. And it was very discouraging. And once that happened, like, I just like, I mean, at the moment I was like, what do I do? Like, there's like literally nothing I can do. And it was just unmaking and being like the little fun for just a little bit. But then, you know, I have hella shit I gotta do with like my daughter's room and stuff. So I was like, you know, I'm gonna set this aside for now for a day or two. I'm gonna go do my thing and, you know, like just take my mind off of it. But yeah, so it's very discouraging that happens. And yeah, I think it is unfair. But of course there's, you know, once the copyright and all that institutions come involved, it just that's what happens. But you know, there's a lot of people that do the same shit too. Like, I mean, that Instagram doesn't like follow with their like guidelines where, you know, people post like naked pictures of themselves and post all these bully scenes and you know, like, come on, like there's all these like half naked like freaking models on Instagram and no one wants to report that. Like, of course not, you know. But then there's bully videos, this violence and stuff, but you want to go down to the point of copyright,
yeah,
for shoes that I'm creating. Like, come on, man. Like, so that was very discouraging, and it's unfair because there's a lot of people that, you know, do the same shit too. But I guess it's just when you're very consistent and growing, that's when they tag you, you know. So
now, one little subplot here. I'm curious from your other guys' experience. You know, we've heard of other people talking about this before, of having their accounts taken away, but hasn't it usually been that the account was basically deleted? Whereas with Austin, they said, you know, it's going to be restricted for 60 to 90 days. What else have you guys heard or seen?
I've always heard it being permanently deleted.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd never heard that. Although I honestly, I've only talked to one person. Oh, well, actually, wait, do you guys know what happened to Nick? Was Nick's, oh, hi buddy. Was Nick's deleted or was it suspended? Nick,
he has it back, right?
Yeah. So like, I wonder if the people who got theirs like suspended just decided to start a new account and go off of that account. Like, I don't know how many of them actually like were, you know, just got deleted, never to be told anything, or how many of them got the jar treatment where it was like, hey, your account's gone for months. And they're like, I can't fucking do that. So they just, you know, didn't rely on that account anymore and just moved to the next one. I don't know.
Everybody I heard of got theirs permanently deleted. That's why I never posted like college shoes, because I know of 3 other people that got theirs deleted. Kay Shelf, is that her name?
Sounds right.
I think hers got deleted for a Yukon pair.
Okay.
And then I forget old boy's name, but his got deleted off of a pair of Oregon 5s.
Okay.
And then I heard of somebody else, and then Nick's, I think Nick's was permanent too. but he got his back, I think, after he kept just like Johnny's kicks. Like he had to send emails.
I also like so
yeah, that's yeah, so
It's like Cam. I think Cam Craig's got his permanently deleted too.
Oh damn! Do you know for what, Sean?
I don't know what pair, no, but I know he lost his. He had 100,000.
I honestly like I mean, I know you know this, Sean, but I haven't gotten a chance to talk to you about this, Jar or Austin. Like, I don't know. I'm always at two minds with this. Like, if we're being totally honest, because like I said, I feel like everybody knows this can happen. Like when you get started, and like I always feel bad. I'm like it's a horrible situation to be in, and I think you're right that it's not fair that if you're going to keep this standard for you, then why not for everybody? You know, at least then as a community, like people can transition and say like this is not an option. Like we have to do something different. But now it's just this ambiguous, like untransparent, you know, more translucent than anything situation where like we kind of know some things, we don't know other things. None of them are certain, but some people get their accounts gone, some people don't. And to me, it like my only thought was like you have two options. Either you put yourself in harm's way and you cherish the good times and try to get as much as out of you can and try to mitigate the risk in whatever ways you can, or you just say I'm not dealing with that and you do purely original designs and take what comes with that as well. And so I'm curious, like if you know, when you got started doing this throughout the years, have you tried to mitigate this risk with the hopes that it just wouldn't come, or is it more kind of just praying that it never happened and now you're here?
just I guess just praying that it like wouldn't happen. I mean, like I did see like there's a customizer, his name is JD the painter, I think. But he's based in Oregon and he does a lot of Oregon stuff. Like
No, it was him.
Yeah. So he works, not it doesn't work for them, does a lot of stuff for them. And he got his account like disabled or something happened to his thing, deleted and got it back. But I just like once I saw that, I was like, oh man, like I mean, man, that sucks. Like, I mean, I can't imagine that happened to me. But then I'm at the point where it happened to me. But it was like that pair that I like posted was like over like a year and a half ago, like 2 years ago. So that's the easy part. Like of course I have stuff that's on there that's like, you know, call stuff, but like for like 2 years ago, like we're like, I don't know, going back and instead of like seeing what I have to offer on the tables now, you know. So
just like looking back now, I'm sorry to interrupt. I was just gonna ask like, you know, I know it's still kind of fresh, so there's probably a lot of like emotion behind it too. I was just didn't know if you had any like kind of unbiased advice, or maybe even just for yourself moving forward, but for other people doing work right now that look at little man that about the situation. Like, are you now of the mind of like, we were talking about possibly telling, you know, giving the advice of archiving past work. Like if it's past a certain amount of time, don't leave it up on your feed. If you're going to post it at all, and you know, maybe not post those kinds of things, but if you're going to post it, then archive it after a certain amount of time so you can't be held accountable for it. Or you know, is it better to avoid the whole thing now in your own, you know, do you think, and just not do college work? Like what are your thoughts on it?
Like since that happened, I'm like, I'm not like I want to start myself or you know recreate is like you know like the horror film or like horror villains and stuff, or like my Warhawk pairs. That's like the original work that I have. But just I mean, if you do post it, you know that you know the risks of what to happen. but yeah, archive it. You know, just don't. I mean, show it off, or I don't know. I feel like you're just not safe in general.
I think
If you
there's
post,
a bit of a
go ahead.
blanket understanding to stay away from college stuff for the
Yeah.
time being, man, you know? Little
Yeah,
too
yeah.
risky.
Yeah,
Little too risky.
yeah, yeah. So I mean, yeah, I'm staying away from that stuff, and it's funny because like I put on TikTok and all these other stuff, and like all these messages. And of course, everyone wants call pairs because they sell Celtics pair I did. Oh, can you do a UConn pair? Oh, can you do an Alabama pair? Blah blah. I'm like, no. Like, I'm sorry, but my advice is, if you do it, you know, be careful. I mean, just know the factors that play behind it, and don't post it. But if you do it. Be very low key about it, I guess.
And you know, the thing about it too is when you post a college pair, you're going to get requests for more college pairs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're just by showing it, you're just putting yourself in the cycle of, well, what are you going to get requests for? Yeah, of course, there's a chance that somebody sees a college pair you do, and instead they say, I want NBA, NHL, MLS, whatever the case is. But also there's a good chance that, you know, as soon as you post someone from the Big Ten, you know, a rival school is going to say, damn, I want those in my colors instead.
Yeah. Yep, exactly. I mean, yeah, I'm staying away from it for now. Like, I mean, I think Sean says it, like, you got to make your bed, bro, like somehow, you know, but, and I truly love doing stuff like that too. I love doing like NFL, just NBA stuff and college stuff. Cause you know, I've been around sports my whole life. So, and still to this day, I'm around it. So, just, yeah, doing it for a fanatic is fun, and just the concepts are cool too. But
I wonder if a cool route, Jar, you know, this is more just me thinking out loud, but I would love your thoughts on it too, is like one of the cool routes that you can go is like kind of the Warren Lotus route, where you have your own style, but you're in that, like, you know, shoe fashion sphere, and you're doing original work, but, you know, because you love like sports and want to be around that, then you're actively pursuing that still. And now he has, you know, deals to make content, or I mean, products with like these teams, like the NBA teams and whatnot. And I always think like, you know, what's stopping? There's really nothing different from that, between that, you know, clothes and customs in that way. So that'd be a cool route to go, is like, you know, try to figure out what it is about you that you can offer in a unique way on a shoe with a design, and then still go that sports route, just not quite as directly, you know?
Well, real quick too, one thing there, Zach, is where I do think there is a difference between clothing and shoes is that for clothing, I don't 95 to 99% of the time, it's meant to be a part of a drop where you're trying to sell the product and it's going to be produced. Whereas with custom shoes, I mean, what, 90% of the time it's starting off as a one of one. You know what I mean? So even then, that's where you land more into the fan art zone. So yeah, crazy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I definitely want to go to that original route, especially just the Warhawks I do. You know, I have a fun time doing it, but sometimes, yeah, it just gets like, once I do pinups and stuff, I'm like, bro, like this shit's just taking too long. But that's why I just charge up the ass on those, because people really like it, and I've so much this unique piece, you know. And then just the demand behind it too is like, okay, I'm gonna do this to like 10 pairs on, since like the demand is like over 1,000 requests, like, you know. So yeah, I'm gonna try to figure it out, just, you know, but you know, I'm gonna just continue to get my money, bro. You know, like I love what I do, and I love showing it off to everyone else, and just feeding off everyone too. So, but yeah, man, I just gotta keep moving forward, you know, and then learn from your just mistakes. But you know, yeah, those mistakes can be from 2-3 years ago. It don't matter, man. They are watching. They are watching you.
Dude, so Jar, actually, I would love to. So your audio unfortunately keeps cutting out, so I don't know how much longer we can keep it going. But I do 100% want to talk about the Warhawks, because, dude, first of all, that's the only reason I knew who you were originally. I saw those shoes everywhere. And for anybody that's been listening for, to Inspiriment for a while, or my story, then I've been following custom shoes even whenever I wasn't doing them for like 10, 11 years now. And I've watched the not only the impact of the Warhawks as a shoe, but also the improvement of every iteration of the Warhawks. And it's amazing to me, bro. And I would love for you to take a trip back in time a little bit, and hopefully with Dylan too, because I know Dylan was in that era as well, and talk about the experience of creating that shoe, how you came up with the design, and also the impact from your own mouth that it had on the custom community over the years.
So, yeah, I've seen a ton of Warhawks on, the media platforms and stuff. And then I was inspired from it too. And not only that, but my grandpa from Hawaii, he in Vietnam, I think, Vietnam, I think. He repaired the guns on the planes. The ones that shoot down and stuff, the fighter jets and stuff. So, that played a part of it too, just like being inspired from that. And he has pictures of like him with like those gunships and stuff. So I was like, oh man, like, I don't want to, I'm inspired by that. So, but I also seen some on shoes, which, oh, you gotta do this right now. I was inspired from like other pairs too, but I was like, man, I want to take a different approach at it. So I just schemed the web on like different Warhawk designs and stuff. And then I saw the P40 one with the tan and vignette kind of, no, not vignette, sorry. The tan and like vanilla colorway. And I was like, holy crap, dude, that would be awesome, like on a pair of shoes. And yeah, I've seen the ones like, on Jordans and Nikes and Air Forces, but I've never seen one on Air Max 90s. And Air Max 90s are my favorite shoes personally. Like that's one of my favorite shoes. The comfort, there's the different panels to work on. Just give it more of a unique feel to it, So I was inspired by the P40 Warhawk, and I wanted to put on a shoe somehow. And this was like five years ago, I want to say, when I first did it, but I didn't have no mock-ups, or I didn't have any like digital stuff to work on to like mock it up. So I just kind of like I just free-falled it or whatever. And when I did that, I was just spacing out like, okay, we got the toe of the Air Max 90s can be the nose of the Warhawk, and then the teeth going back and stuff. So I thought just the Air Max 90 was a perfect silhouette for the design. And then of course, like I wanted to have that rustic feel, just because I just thought it was going to look better and stuff too. And it just gives it a more dramatic feel, and like more of like a weathered look, where it went through war, it went through this to how it looks now. And then the pinup came involved, because like, that's like most of the planes have pinups all on them. So I was like, man, what if I put it like on the swoosh, give it a unique feel, like the girl is like riding the swoosh or whatever you want to say. And yeah, just once you see the shoes, it just it like, okay, that is perfect. Like,
yeah,
that is the perfect like shoe for it. That's the perfect, everywhere that you put your designs came out perfect. So yeah, of course, like that first pair, like I was like, oh yeah, these are the ones, bro. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna get them out there, like, but these are the ones. Like, this is what's gonna get me going. And yeah, so I promoted them all over Instagram, Facebook, and stuff, and they're getting a lot of engagement and stuff. But then it was not when I saw my first episode of Reviewing Your Customs.
No way.
And that was 2019, whatever, with Dylan's channel, when he first reviewed it. It was Bruxy's pairs and other pairs of artists. But I was like, oh man, and I was first starting out too, so I didn't have that much followers and all that. So I was like, let me just send in my shoes and see where this goes, because this is pretty dope. And then yeah, I sent them to Dylan, reviewed them, didn't get them back for like half a year, man. And I was like, man,
classic Dylan, classic.
And I was like, oh, if I don't get these back, then oh well. I mean, he has a cool pair for his collection, I guess. This guy must have a size 13 foot, because I don't know. I ain't getting this shit back. But nah, man. So that episode just freaking exploded. Like, I mean, Dylan probably tell you, he probably still gets like people emailing him like, oh, this Warhawk pair, like, can I get it? Blah, blah, blah.
Sure do.
But what's funny about it is, like, me and my wife, we went on a cruise to like Mexico during that time when it was like blowing up. So, me and my wife went on a cruise during that time, and that's when I was getting requests and messages, like my following was going up, and I was like, bro, like, of course, in the most convenient times, because I'm just trying to chill and stuff. But now I'm on like business mode, like doing this and that. Like, come on, man. But honestly, bro, that was the best thing that ever happened to me, bro. Like, seriously, like, I mean, that's how my name just started getting out there, and people like knowing who Jar Customs was. So, man, I always reflect back to that, and just, if that never happened, then I mean, I don't know, I'm probably still going to school or doing something like where, like, you know, I'm not gonna enjoy it. But yeah, just the Warhawk design in general is just such a unique touch on the shoes that a lot of people can, you know, feel and appreciate, you know. So, but yeah, I'm always trying to like adapt and evolve the next pairs, like, you know, like the 4.0 that I just put out, and I'm installing LEDs now and putting a button on the side of the shoes. Like, then it's just like, all right, well, how am I gonna like make this pair better than the 4.0 or the 3.0 I did, you know? So it's crazy. I truly love it, and I like just appreciate, you know, there's most of the clientele that have a pair are like, you know, veterans and stuff. So I you know, I appreciate, you know, their service and their support and all that too. So it goes a long way than just a pair of shoes. You know, it's art, history. It's, you know, the service for, you know, the country we live in. So, you know, I truly appreciate it, you know.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely, dude. Well, so I will say, I actually didn't know that it was Dylan's Review Your Custom. Wait, Dylan, is that the episode that had like over 1 million views or something crazy?
Yeah, I think it's at like 1.8 now or something.
Oh,
it was,
my God.
I kid you not, that video changed my life. Sounds like it did for Austin too, so that's pretty damn cool.
Whatever royalties you got from that,
you are used in the thumbnails, so
I'm just kidding.
Yep.
No, that's beautiful, dude. Well, Jar, I think it's getting to the point where we want to close it up a little bit. Is there anything that you wanted to mention on here, or anything that you know, either to the audience or to us, or anything you have coming up that you'd like to talk about?
I mean, I'm gonna be on baby duty soon, so I'm gonna try to, you know, keep continuing the content and business as best as I can, you know. So, but I'm so excited to like have my baby girl in this world. You know, that's like, of course, I could talk about business and, you know, just the obstacles I'm going through right now. But once that baby girl comes around, man, that's what's gonna be revolving around my life, you know. So
awesome.
My wife's like, yeah. Funny. I'm like, you gotta go to work. Come on, go. Okay, but But no, man, just continue to follow me and support me, you know, on Shoes by Jar at the moment. And it's funny, like I'm like, I can't at the name, but I gotta, you know, conduct business still. So but yeah, follow me on all social like media platforms, and I truly appreciate the custom sneaker world community. Everyone on this podcast, you know, you have a special piece in my heart for, you know, not only the art you put out, but the incredible humans you guys are too, and just to have support from me. So all this goes a long way, and just keep serving up soul, you know.
Yes, sir.
Good. Yes, sir.
Beautiful, bro. And yeah, everybody listening right now, first and foremost, as always, you know, we hope we got a lot of value from the conversation. Jar, thank you so much for coming on, bro.
Of course, man. Thank you for having me.
Awesome. Oh, my absolute pleasure. And all of Jar's social medias and everything he has coming up are going to be linked in the description down below. So all of them just going to be links. You can take them on easy. And now helps more than ever with Jar's new account. So please, like, if you are listening, first of all, it's always going to be worth going and checking out his art. But second of all, please go give a follow because I mean, it's now that it's most important. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Love everybody here, and we'll talk to you guys next week. Adios.
This is guys. Peace.